Hey guys, George at SoundTraxx here. This week we're going to show you a lot of the sounds that we've been talking about over the years with our Tsunami2, some of the background sounds, so that as you guys get out and go rail fanning or riding tourist railroads this summer, that you can listen for these specific sounds and realize just how much SoundTraxx has packed into the decoders. So we're going to start off with steam and diesel examples, the most common examples that you're going to find on a tourist railroad. Let's start off with our steam locomotive. So we're going to go ahead and unmute. Now the first sound you're going to hear there is what's called the blower. The blower is a pressurized ring of steam that sits below the exhaust stack and injects steam out the stack. And the reason for that is it creates a draft, drawing the heat from the firebox through the flues and out the stack. Now this is a sound you're going to hear all the time when a steam locomotive is sitting still. Once the locomotive is moving, they can actually turn off the blower because now you have the exhaust pressure that's creating that draft. Now, one of the other sounds you're going to hear is the air compressor. Now, the air compressor on a Tsunami2 will cycle on and off randomly in the background, kind of to simulate keeping that pressurized level up. But once we switch from independent brake mode to train brake mode, you're going to hear that compressor cycle as it works to charge the train line. So now once our train line is charged up, you will be able to run our train. Now these are some of the sounds that you're going to hear when you're running your locomotive. So first off, we're going to turn on our headlight and you're going to hear this high-pitched whine that's known as the dynamo. Now the dynamo is a steam-driven electric generator, and in this locomotive it sits right here. So what this will do is this will generate electricity to turn on the electric lights on the locomotive. Now as we get to move forward, we're of course going to blow our whistle signal, which is 2 long blasts in the forward direction. We're going to turn on our bell. We're going to crack the throttle, release our brakes, and you're going to hear that snifter valve lift. And as our locomotive starts to move, we can turn off our bell. You hear that exhaust bark as it gets up to speed. But once it gets to speed, you hear that chuff back off. Now, the last thing, of course, is the grade crossing. We're going to go ahead and blow that. So now some of the other sounds that you might hear on a steam locomotive, we're going to go ahead and play some of these for you. So be sure to listen next time you ride your steam locomotive to listen for these sounds. So some of the other sounds you'll hear are grade crossing. Boiler blowdown. Automatic brake application. And more. Now you'll find a lot of the similar sounds on the diesel locomotive when you go ride your excursion railroad. So I'm going to unmute this, and at this point we already have the diesel engine idling, so you're going to hear that. Now some of the other sounds you may hear in the background on this case are going to be some of the relay clicks, some of the other lubricators and stuff like that. But similar process in getting started. We're going to go ahead and turn on the light. Of course there's no sound associated with it because it's electric, it's battery powered. We're going to go ahead and blow our whistle signal. Turn on our bell. Go ahead and release the brakes. And this one apparently doesn't have much momentum, so we're going to go ahead and get it started and get it running. And you can hear the diesel engine notching up. So some of the other sounds you'll hear are the air dryer. Or the poppet valve. Including independent brake squeal. Or automatic brake set. including your friendly conductors. So guys, this is just a small glimpse into all the different sound effects that SoundTraxx offers. With our Steam decoder, we have over 50 different sound effects in the decoder itself to help bring you that realistic experience of what you would see when you're actually on the railroad or working around it. So be sure to check out our user's guide on our website at soundtraxx.com for more details and more information.